Hey, what's up and hello? This is the Chris Nicole bringing you my views on life, love, and the world of entertainment through my eyes. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on what time you are watching this live. Hello, crew. Hope all is well. And we're back. We are back. So, yesterday I did a live because breaking news came out that Jaguar Wright had some allegations that were said on Storm Monroe's page, where she decided to describe an incident with steel being pointed to her head and an essay incident. And she said after that, she brought up Sean Carter's name. Okay. So yesterday, hello, Big Book. Hey, Fraps and Tea. So yesterday while we were on a live for about an hour, more than an hour. And one of the crew came in and said, she's on live right now. Hey, Jay, she's on live right now saying that that's not true and saying that it's edited or saying that it was a whole other guy. Now, of course, I heard this and I said, okay, I'm putting this in my memory book because after I got off, I had my dinner, I went to bed, and I had to pretty much start early in the morning for work. So when I had some time, I looked at it and I said, okay, this right here, I was mind blown, just like I was mind blown yesterday. But I was mind blown because I was just like, this is some insane shit. Okay, like this is some insane shit. And I, in my opinion, almost felt like there was some gaslighting involved. And I also feel like, to a certain extent, in my opinion, she was trying to throw Storm under the bus. I'm gonna play the audio for those who haven't heard it. I have it timed up so we can kind of get to it. And then there's certain parts. Hey boo, hey miss, hey sis, I appreciate you. I'm gonna play it. Certain parts she goes into like graphic detail, like Jaguar knows how. She goes into graphic detail, but I'm gonna play it, and it's amazing, you guys. It is amazing. And again, everyone is welcome here, whether you believe Jag Seal, you don't believe Jag, everyone is welcome here as long as you guys are respectful towards each other. Debate the topic, not the person, okay? But first things first, did y'all see what Tony Buzbee posted? He's claiming investigators from New York have contacted many of their law firm's current and former clients, and they actually have a recorded conversation about these investigators. And I guess they're trying to say these investigators are investigators for possibly Jay-Z, for Diddy, but apparently it's recorded and they even have it transcribed right here. But he's saying that's a crime. Child, when I tell you this, the block is hot and this is becoming a hot freaking mess. The block is hot. And then I'm seeing a lot of videos about there's multiple accusers at this point. I don't know how true that is. I haven't been able to do a deep dive yet, but what I do know is I saw something come across my phone that said the NFL has decided to continue their business dealings with Jay-Z. Did y'all see that? So for those that we talked about yesterday, and we was like, it will depend on, hey, Miss T, it will depend on the business deals. As of right now, they are continuing their deal with Jay-Z. Now, could that be until, if there's more things that come out, could that be that he has an ironclad contract that avoids these type of things? I don't know. But apparently, they're still going to continue business dealings with him. Now, we talked about that. Usually when it comes to Black people, you blink the wrong way, you're getting dropped. Find that interesting, that he's still with them. I appreciate you, my sister. I appreciate you. So, with that being said, just wanted to share that updated information. He has pictures of these investigators too. Like this Tony Buzbee seems like he's not playing around. And I don't know. I don't know anybody who works so hard to go through law school and everything else that would truly risk his whole entire career over coming at these people. I don't know. Because let's be clear, if this man is blatantly lying about everything or doesn't have proof about any of this stuff, he won't have a career anymore. He really won't. So I would hope that he would not do all of this and not have any type of proof. Like nothing. But with that being said, I'm going to play the video. I'm definitely not going to share the screen and do a visual of it because in my opinion, Jaguar will probably flag it. That's just the vibes I get, but fair use as far as this audio is concerned. So when you hear it, what's happening is they're talking about Touraine Star Report. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Star. New Yorkers know Star and Buck Wow. He had a very popular radio show back with Hot 97. Well, and he also was known for getting into it with DJ Envy at one point. Well, he actually, and I showed you guys last night, I showed you a picture of him saying he was going live. He was already live with like almost 4,000, 5,000 people in his live talking about the same thing we were talking about because everybody took this and ran with it and we all were talking about it. So this is the point where I don't know if it's her husband or one of her friends talks about how he's on live. So when we were on live yesterday, she was on live and he just made the announcement that Star is on live. So let me know if you guys can hear it, okay?
Mr. Star Report, my brother, Star. So
your brother?
That's an inside thing. He doesn't like to be called my brother. He's
well, he's half a cracker, so I can get that.
Well, and he's a whole bitch. He says, you claim Jay-Z put a gun to your head and R-word you.
That's what I said?
That's his title. That is the title of his style chasing.
Hold on, wait. He said that I said.
That's the title of his live right now. Yeah, we'll chop it up about that because that sounds like some liable.
We're not gonna chop it up about that later. We're gonna chop it up about that right now.
That sounds like some liable-ish. Well, you know, he works with Vlad, so we already know what this whole thing is.
No. That AARP card carrying, bum left hip wearing, child.
It says Storm gave him the
endangering
video. Playing it now because you said it.
Say what?
Did you say that? Because that's what he says. Storm gave him the video.
What video?
It was on Storm Monroe's page, apparently.
Okay, you know I gotta pause it in between. She said, "What video? Who said that?" That's when she was saying that. All I could think of was Portia on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Who said that? Let me continue.
It was on Storm. What was on Storm Monroe's page?
You saying that?
Really? When?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I guess that's what they're saying.
You know what? I got a better idea.
We're gonna look into that. We're gonna look into
that.
No. In all honesty,
why would I have to look into it when I can just call Storm Monroe?
Let's do it. You said you were gonna call him anyway.
Well, we did. We were talking. We were late. I was gonna see if he was gonna pop by so I could drop the link. This is curious. It sounds like they trying to start beef.
Well, you know what they're doing. That's what I was about to say. See,
start beef with who, Jag? Now y'all heard the audio that I played. Y'all heard it yesterday. No one brought up. She decided to bring it up. She started off saying, "I remember the first time me." And Storm said, "Who? Did he?" And Essie was like, Who are you talking about, baby?" No one told her to bring it up. She started it off and she paused. So it wasn't like she was just going on and was just super, super fast. She took moments in it and she paused. Now, I don't know when that actual video was created and when he decided to put it out there. Was it alive? I don't know if it was alive. I'm going to assume maybe it wasn't alive, or maybe he did have a live and he started chopping it up with different titles. But I don't know how long it was. But considering the fact that she now was acting like she doesn't know what was said, I was like, oh, I'm in the damn Twilight Zone. Let me continue.
It sounds like they're trying to start beef.
Now, someone said in the chat.
Yeah, I'm live. Why is Grandpa Star report, the fallen comet report, live right now saying that he got a video from you of me saying that Sean Carter put a pow-pow to my head and raped me? He is live right now, Storm.
I did a little marathon on the show too.
I'm sure you did. You should. For crying out loud, me and you have been working on these stories for years. But when did I ever say that he put a pow-pow to my head and raped me?
Now, I have respect for Storm because Storm has definitely, he's self-made and everything. I don't know if he was asleep at that time or he didn't know what was going on. Maybe he was taking a nap, or I don't know what time this was where he was. But I don't know if he was just kind of playing like dumb because he didn't want to sit up there and put her out there like you said it. But Storm is very smart. Very smart. And he don't just forget stuff, in my opinion. And that was a crazy allegation that was made on his channel that I feel like that's something that he just didn't forget. That's my opinion, but I just don't think that's something that he forgot. I think he was playing it like that because he didn't know how Jag was going to respond. Now, that is just my opinion on the situation. Now, he went live at 3:00 today, and I went in there. From my understanding, he just playing old clips right now. I don't know if that just means to be continued, if he's going to address this, but let me continue.
If I remember correctly,
I never spoke about any details of anything that he did to me specifically. I alluded to certain things that have happened, but I never spoke about anything in detail. That I know.
Well, that's why I said I'm going to look into it, because if that sounds like something liable, it will get litigious.
No, but it's crazy because why is he saying that you sent him this footage?
No, he texted me and was like, "Oh, do you mind if I?"
You know what this sounds like?
What?
This sounds like he found a clip going through all of your content, and now he's trying to chop, screw it, and remix it.
No. There was no chop, screw, and remix. We all heard it the same way. Star sat up there and actually showed the clip on his. I played the audio. There was no chop and screw. There wasn't. And I saw some of Star's live, and he said he's cool with Storm. He decided to text Storm, I guess, and ask him if it's okay for him to show the clip. Storm had posted that clip like 40 minutes before I went live last night. So, everybody talked about it. Everybody was showing that clip, or you were listening to the audio, and everybody played the same freaking thing. So, no, there was no remix. There was no chop and screwed. We all heard the same thing.
Because what I can tell you is this. As viral as our videos went, if I had actually said that in one of our interviews, they would have been said something about that.
Where they're saying something about it now because he just posted it yesterday. So I don't know. Now, Miss T, you're saying that this is a live from months ago. Now, I'm going to assume he never posted it. Let me I think I still have that screenshot. Okay, so this is the screenshot. Now, based off of this screenshot, because this is the video where she actually stated it, correct? She has braids in her hair. And if I'm not mistaken, that is probably when Tiffany Haddish was with her, wherever she's at, but she has braids there. Yesterday, the live, it don't look like she got those braids and she got a hat on. So it's possible that this was definitely months ago, at least a month or so ago. Is it possible that she doesn't remember that? In my opinion, no. When you say some stuff like that, it's something, in my opinion, that you remember. I'm sorry. For me. But then again, maybe because that's just me. So, but to me, when you say something like that, I don't care if it was 6 years ago. And to me, for Jaguar to have the memory that she claims she has about things that's happened years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 40 years ago, I would say you will remember when you said something like that. Big Bookworm, he just did a premiere. You talking about the one that he started at 3? From what I saw so far, those are the old clips. And I don't know if he's just showing all the clips that lead up to it, so it doesn't show. Maybe what Storm is doing is trying to prove that it's not edited. Maybe that is his way, because he's not live, at least the last time I checked. He's not live right now talking. He's just showing old footage. So maybe that old footage, which she had braids in the footage when I saw those same braids, maybe he's purposely playing it out from beginning to end to show that it wasn't edited. You know what I'm saying? Like it, so let me see. Jag knows what she said because she said this and more over the years. Thank Jag for putting money in your pockets. No one would bother with half these bloggers if they weren't talking about her. Well, look, Val. Hi, how are you? Let me make this very clear. I am a small blogger. If you really think Jaguar is putting money in my pockets like that, you are sadly mistaken. You are sadly mistaken. You can say that about the big bloggers who get millions on top of millions of views putting Jaguar Wright's name in there. But let's be clear, that ain't over here. And anybody who knows me over here, who actually is crew and actually knows me, knows that when it comes to Jaguar, I've never sat up there and shitted on her name. I've never shitted on her name. I have always said that I have believed Jag. She may embellish certain things, but I've always believed that she was the source to a lot of people who was too afraid to say something. So with that, you're gonna have to look at old videos of mine talking about Jag. And I even said yesterday, sir or ma'am, I also said that I'm not gonna sit up there and deny what she said being a victim. I'm never gonna deny a victim. So yeah. Yeah, you're gonna really have to do your research on me, love, when it comes to that. He just reposted it. Yeah, that's what I thought he did. It's an old live. It's definitely not edited. You can see comments being displayed. I think that's why he did it. See, Storm is smart. He's smart. He just posted it so people were saying this is old, but I think he did that so he could show ain't no chopping screwed over here. You said what you said. This is old, and she addressed it in that video. Sweetheart, again, if you don't like what I'm saying and replaying what she said last night, you're more than welcome to leave. Okay. And no one is trying to distract from the peas. Okay. Because over here, we don't play them games. I say anybody who's a real victim, all them peas need to be done in jail forever. So again, I'm never believing it was edited because I heard it originally. Yeah, so yeah. She's definitely getting views. She does get views. And I think she also knows she gets views. She knows that. She knows what she creates. She ain't stupid. Jag doesn't have money like that. I think he's trying to say, as far as the views, that I'm getting the YouTube check. Baby, again, you talk to these people who got hundreds and thousands of followers. I'm sure putting Jaguar's name in there, it pays all their bills, but not over here. Not over here. Sister still got a career. Not to be rude, but the only reason your video popped up in my timeline is because of Jack's name. Okay. And you're here. Welcome. And if you don't like the fact that I'm saying this, you can also leave too. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, doing this ain't getting me no big check. But these people are talking trash about her, need to appreciate her giving them content. Look, here's the thing about it, Val. Okay, you're a lady. Here's the thing about it, Val. Let me just make this very clear. I'm not a Jay-Z fan. Let me just start there. And people who've been here for a while know that. I'm not a Beyonce fan. I'm not a fan of any of these celebrities like that. I'm not. I don't practice idolatry. I don't look at these celebrities like they're the end all be all and their success is my success. I don't even want their success because it's very clear. It seems like a lot of them done did some shady shit to get where they are. However, right is right and wrong is wrong. And even with me not being a Jay-Z fan, his name was mentioned in that damn live. And no one else's name was mentioned in that live. And how is it that every person who literally caught that assumed the same thing based off of what came out of her mouth, but now all of a sudden what she said is not accurate? It doesn't make any sense. Oh, you talking about the community? Okay, but I'm a part of that community. It's not edited. Jag was talking over said Levi. Well, I'm just stating what I am. I think the convo should be on the okay. And we have talked about that, but we cannot ignore the fact that what she said on freaking Storm's live, and then what she said yesterday is not adding up. Val, can you agree with that? Can you agree that what she said on her live last night and what was on Storm's video is not adding up? Like, let's start there. But anywho, let me continue on. But honey, this money on Jaguar's videos can't even pay the light bill. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back and watch that video too.
Watch out for Star. He's a piece of work. We started getting beef when he decided that he was going to join up with Vlad after Piers Morgan. Right after Piers Morgan, this weirdo who got kicked off of Real Radio for threatening to grape a child decided to come for me. He put a strike on Odell's channel too.
Yep.
So how about you let him know that if he's going to use your content to defame me, he needs to take that strike down, or I'm just
no. He ain't got. He ain't got to do nothing. I'm gonna tell you. I requested a interview from him.
What I find real funny is how he's trying to line me and you up into an argument.
Okay. No, I'm sorry. And let's be clear. Star, I don't know if you guys know, but Star and Jag got into it on his live one day. And I even said, even in that situation, Star, he took it to another level that I didn't even like. He started calling her, I think he called her a monkey and some other names that I didn't like. And I couldn't rock with it because I was just like, I understand, you know what I'm saying? If she going off on you, keep it on the same level. But when you start saying those type of, monkey and things like that, I didn't like it. But I damn sure don't think he put it up there just to pin Storm and Jag against each other. You know what I'm saying? Val, at the end of the day, you're arguing with my people in the chat. If you can dish it out, don't be mad when they come at you. Period. So if you dishing it, they're going to say what they're going to say. So if you're dishing it, be willing to accept it. Otherwise, again, you can go. So at the end of the day, my people over here don't play. If you say something, they're gonna say something back. So I think that, to me, this was a tactic to try to make it seem like, oh, he trying to start something between us. No, he's posting and talking about what you actually said. I'm trying to figure out who you're saying come at with respect. I've been very respectful to you. I ain't called you out your name. I just said, if you don't like what I'm saying, you can leave. So I've been respectful. So with that being said, you can't say I've been disrespectful to you. You may not like the tone, but let's be clear. The way that you came in here, you didn't even say hello. You came just immediately like you was ready for the smoke. But you're not saying anything that's factual either. So if that's the case, no one's saying anything that's factual. You just came in here talking mess. So, and then they came back at you, boo.
Go on ahead, check that out. You want to say hi or bye? Because I'm live. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Go ahead. I think they can hear you.
What's up, folks? Yeah, we can hear.
All right, they can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I heard that.
Well, I'm going to drop the link later if you want to stop by, but go ahead and check that out. I just wanted you to know. Are they that thirsty?
Oh, yeah, they are. I see you, Murph. We'll talk about a Discord and all that. We will.
All right, Storm, bye.
But yeah, I just happened to be, looking across the street and I saw Star over there. Now, let me give you a little background history about Star and that situation with him. He just decided to go left on Jag and get real disrespectful.
He did.
Jag called up there to his, little channel, and then he did what he does, the shock jock stuff, got real disrespectful. I just got on the phone with him real brief, said, what's up with the disrespect, and left it at that. See, the thing is I think a lot of people are not savvy enough. They don't understand how, let's just say, how investigations work. I know the background that Star comes from. He was, like what he's doing now, he's trying to stir up some issues, some drama, bait you into something, and get you to respond to something that he may have said or done. Basically, it's like I said, it's like someone pressing 9-1 and they want you to press the other one.
Do you remember?
That's the type of man he is.
Troll 101?
Yeah, you still need to do the Troll 101 because, in all honesty, that's tied in with that.
Look, it's real simple. These people, when they see an algorithm taking off, the first thing they see is AdSense revenue and money.
Okay. Now, here's the thing about that. And again, y'all know I have been giving Jag her props and saying that a lot of stuff Jag has said has turned out to be true. I have mentioned Jag so many times on my channel. But let's be clear, saying when people do this, they see revenue, ads, and all of that stuff. Jag, that will be the same for you then. You have had multiple YouTube channels. This current YouTube channel you have right now has over 33,000 subscribers. So is this not also revenue for you? Is this not also revenue for you? Do you not say the things that you say on the social media and YouTube platforms to get the stuff out there? I mean, isn't that how you got on Piers Morgan? So I'm confused as to, it's coming off as if you're trying to make it seem like it's a negative thing when it all boils down to it. That means you're doing the same thing too. You're doing the same thing, which is why you've been going on Storm. You feel comfortable with Storm, but Storm is getting a check off of that too. So it's only okay for certain people to get the revenue and other people can't. It's on a public platform. Star posted it. He talked about it. A lot of people talked about it. I talked about it.
So they want to find a way to attach to it. For the past 4 years, my name, Jaguar Wright, and my second married name, Jaguar Wright Johnson, have been in the top 5 trending hashtags on YouTube, period. They actually have YouTube courses, and they teach people what the top hashtags are to help boost and launch your channel. And out of the top 5, 2 of them are my name. This is shame on you, senior citizen.
Yeah, this guy is sad.
Maybe it's time for you to just move to Facebook Watch, where the elderly people get it in.
Right.
I love Candace Owens. Think she's brilliant.
Now, you have somebody in here. Hold on. Before we talk about Candace, because in all honesty, we gotta talk about more relevant individuals. I think somebody did leave a comment and said, now think carefully. Did you say that? Did you retract it, or is that AI? Are they trying to be funny?
I'm telling you, I know I never said it.
I know, and I know you've never said anything like that.
She just said, I know I never said it. You just heard her, right? She said, I know I never said it.
I know. We talk.
You know me.
You're right.
I tell you everything.
I know.
I tell you more than I've ever told anyone. Shit, I tell you shit that I'm afraid to tell you.
Indeed.
And I told you some things. I really don't spend a lot of time talking about my past, do I?
Not really.
Only what's relevant for what we're working at.
It was the Essie Berry Live. The Essie Berry Live. I don't even think you spoke to Essie about anything like that.
Essie Berry Live, I said that Mr. Carter put a pow to my head and raped me. I said that when I was live with Essie Berry. When?
Yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna look into it.
Pull the clip. I'm
just gonna look into it.
But what I will say is, as much as my voice has been AI'd by Tasha K, Danny Robertson, the official Kingpin, Sean Davyway, and now I guess, there are new weirdos signing up. I wouldn't be surprised. Not at all.
Let's go into let's move into the topic of, because, in a few, I'm going to drop off for a second. I'm going to come back. But
yeah.
The trolling 101, because this is a perfect segue to speak on what is Jay-Z doing right now with the Buzbee former clients.
He's doing exactly what I said he would do on Piers Morgan. He's starting little fires everywhere.
And normally I wouldn't acknowledge the fire, but I just saw someone light a match and grab some gas and try to burn down something. The Star Report. And I was given.
Yeah, I'm confused on the AI stuff. So she's trying to say that people take her voice and they use it and have her say things that she didn't say. Is that what she's trying to say? Because when she said Tasha K and all these other people been using AI, and then why would Storm edit or she trying to imply also that other people I don't understand. I'm confused, child. I am confused. And hey, Mr. Speak On It, and hey, Danielle.
People context of why he and I don't get along. I called him out and I used a photo of him in the thumbnail, and he struck me immediately. And that's the only time my channel has gotten struck because of him. Because I used a thumbnail of him getting arrested when he threatened to do something to a 4-year-old. In fact, it was DJ Envy's child.
Yeah.
No, live.
Okay, so let me try to.
So yes, Star. Wrong guy. Wrong story. You might want to retract that because that wasn't Sean Carter that did that to me. That was Trevor Green, a true born certified killer from Jamrock.
Okay, so y'all heard that, right? Okay, y'all heard that. I had to skip to it because they started talking about all types of stuff. So she pretty much says he needs to retract it, saying that Sean Carter didn't do it. It was somebody else. And she gave the name and said he's a certified iller, and all of that stuff. Now, I don't need to play what we heard yesterday. We heard everything she said, and the only name she brought up was Sean Carter. So I don't know if this is a moment of I have put my foot in my mouth, and her boyfriend or whoever was on there too. Like he was pretty much telling her this is a big issue. Did you say that? This is a big issue. And I think, in my opinion, from what I see, she was trying to find a way to try to get her ass out of that situation, even if it meant that she was gonna call Storm to make it seem like, what are you doing? Or this guy's trying to set, you know what I'm saying, us up or pin each other against each other. Like she, to me, was trying to throw him under the bus. And I didn't like that, because one thing about it is Storm has had Jaguar's back for years. He has allowed her to just go and flow without questioning anything that she has said. She has definitely been allowed to have that platform, and she's been able to say whatever. He just sit there and let her talk and vent. So now some people are saying, I'm gonna talk about both sides. Some people are saying they still feel like it's true. They feel like she's scared, and she realizes that what she said, because apparently someone in my comment section earlier today, and I don't know how true it is, but they claim she's under an NDA until February of 2025. Now, I don't know how true that is, but she hasn't had dealings with the Jay-Z's in, I would say, damn near 25 years, I'm assuming. It's been a minute. So now I don't know. Are these NDAs that long? Where literally they will have you on an NDA for 25, 30 years? And that may be the case dealing with the people that we're talking about. But if that is the case, maybe on top of the fact that NDA, I don't know. But it's not like she was in like a rage of emotions and she just blurted that out. She paused so many times and was literally taking time with her words. And even was talking about the husband, who she made it seem like, in my opinion, the husband allegedly set her up, and she was acting like she was about to cry. To me, she was very careful with her words and still said what the hell she said. And now she's trying to say Star is pretty much, he needs to retract it. But these are your words. These are your words. I really want to know what Storm feels about this. And I hate that this happened because, unfortunately, the real victims, I do not want them to, at this point, go through some shit because of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want real victims who are stepping forward to be discredited because of this. And let's be clear, I don't fully discredit Jag. In this situation, oh, what the hell? Like, that, I was just like, that's the type of energy where you be looking at somebody like, am I in the Twilight Zone? Like, am I losing it? Like you truly trying to figure out what the hell is going on here. That's the moment I had when I heard this. But at the same time, I do feel like she has been a voice to people in the industry, things that she's heard and things like that, and things that she's experienced. I think she has been a voice to people who was too afraid to come out. But I don't understand what was the point of her doing what she did in that live. Now, again, that live seemed to be a while back because as you can see, she was embraced. This was her on live last night, and this was her when she was saying what she was saying. That is definitely different time period. And I remember Storm on a live with that shirt on because a lot of times when he does lives with Jaguar, he does a live for like hours. So, well, some people were saying they heard her say this a while back. They heard her say it a while back. I guess apparently it played then. I don't know if it was because it was such a long live, maybe, that people decided to, skip over it, or those people were just listening in and they didn't, follow up on it. I don't know. But apparently they're saying that they heard it back then. But it was only when Storm did the repost and actually posted that part with the title is when shit picked up. You know what I'm saying? That's when it picked up. Because I remember when he was in that shirt. But again, I ain't got time to be listening to a live for 3 hours. Hell, I ain't got time to listen to a live for 2 hours unless I'm doing a live. But even still, so yeah, so I don't know, y'all. I don't know. This is crazy. Those are just CCs that are discussing Jag. She is trying it. Content creators, yeah. The way Jag explains what was said in the Tasha interview, she blamed AI. Okay. One mind, it seemed like Jag on her meds. Next minute, it seemed like she's not. The Jag tunnel goes deep. She's been on YouTube tunnel for years. I've been seeing her for years. Now, I will say that as time has gone on, like she used to talk about this stuff before she started getting a lot of attention. But let's be clear. Remember when I talked about Professor Griff? Professor Griff, for example. I told you guys yesterday about Professor Griff. Some of the stuff that Jag has said, some of the stuff now, mind you, but Professor Griff has been exposed in the industry for a very long time. Professor Griff been exposed in the industry for a very long time, way before people even knew, a lot of people knew who a Jaguar Wright was. So these things, some of the things that she's saying are not new. A lot of people feel like she got stuff from Lipstick Alley and other sources and stuff. I don't have a problem with that if you're willing to really put yourself out there for the sake of telling truth, as long as it's truth. I commend people like her, Professor Griff, and people like that who are willing to put stuff out there that they want the public to be aware of. But don't sit up there and try to tell us, you know what I'm saying, the sky is green when it's obviously blue. We heard what you said. Jag said it and now she's scared. Jag isn't under anything. Hi, Millie. The problem is I feel like she embellishes, which undermines her credibility. Well, if this don't undermine her credibility, I don't know what will. Now, let's be clear. I still think she's gonna have a voice. You know, one thing about it is you can kind of listen to Jaguar. She has that. She can grab people's attention. That's for sure. But I just don't want it to be where because of this, they try to say that everything that she has said or any victim that, you know what I'm saying, she has possibly brought up or whatever the case may be, now it can't be true. That's what I'm nervous about. You love long lives. Aw, Millie, she's making matters hard for others. Yeah, you're right. She definitely is repeating some of that information. So yeah, you know, but again, I respect it because let's be clear. When people repeat stuff on Lipstick Alley, you know what I'm saying? Like, I truly feel Lipstick Alley is a lot of people who work in the industry or they have been around these folks or whatever the case may be, and anonymously, they spill the tea. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like if you are willing to put yourself out there and get, but to get more information though, and you're willing to put yourself out there, because let's be real. Cat Williams, and she loved Cat Williams. Cat Williams kind of implied the same thing. Now, Cat Williams has had his own personal relationships with people, but did he or did he not in that interview say, Come tell me. I got a lot of information. People like to sit up there and tell me things. And that's why when I walk in the room, heads go down. Did he not say something like that on Club Shay Shay? Did he not say something? So there are people in the industry and even people who are seen as outcasts that do get a lot of information. You know what I'm saying? They do get a lot of information because they feel like, well, if I tell this person they are outcast anyway, so how many people will believe them? And if they do start to believe them, then that's good for me. But Cat even kind of said the same thing. He's an outcast. Now, let me ask y'all this. Let me ask y'all this. Because interesting enough, everything that Cat said, people believed it. I believed him too. Love Cat Williams. But people, I ain't no diehard fan. No, I ain't no fanatic like that. But everyone believed him. It makes me wonder if they believed him because he's still successful. Think about that, y'all. Because see, I wonder if Cat Williams was living in a 1-bedroom apartment, living paycheck to paycheck, going to the local club to do, like comedy to try to make ends meet. If he would have said all of the stuff that he said on Club Shay Shay, would it have gotten that type of attention? Think about it. I think it was able to get the attention not only because, of course, Cat Williams, people love to hear Cat Williams talk. He's brilliant, but I still feel like part of him still being successful against the odds, despite the odds, is what made people listen. If he was just literally living a 9-to-5 or whatever the case may be, which let's be clear, a lot of these people who have been ranting and raving about their issues with the Jay-Z's, the Diddy's, the Beyonce's and all of them, a lot of people who try to throw off people like what they say don't matter is because in their mind, they're not successful. And because they're not successful or close to their success, it must be them, not the person who's successful. So I just kind of want to put that out there. And it makes me wonder if sometimes, especially in the beginning, not now, but especially in the beginning with Jag did, a lot of people just completely disregard her because they was like, who is Jaguar Wright and what is she doing now? You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes me wonder if she was super successful with, a mansion and everything else, would they listen to her more? But going back to what the hell happened between yesterday and today, this, I'm just like, girl, like you not about to sit up there and try to tell me, you know what I'm saying, what I heard and see, I didn't see. This is my first live of yours, and I love how you conduct them. Definitely subscribe. Oh, thank you. Is it Marielle? I appreciate you. Jag parrots people a lot. Oh, and thank you, Big Bookworm. Why don't she say what she did at the parties? Have accountability first. That's valid. And hi, Gravy. I mean, that's valid. She claimed she was at the parties, but she did say she was a dominatrix. Did she not? She did say she was a dominatrix. So she did kind of put herself out there. She said that on Piers Morgan, the biggest platform she's been on. Jack has been through some things, but not this part. Yeah, she done been through some stuff. She has. Is it possible that she has manic episodes, says and does crazy things and doesn't remember? If we knew that she actually had a valid diagnosis, I'm not going to say that she does. Now, I don't think, has she actually said that she's been diagnosed with something? I know that allegedly her family has been out there saying certain things, but as far as I see it, because I definitely ain't trying to get no freaking serve papers or anything. I'm not about to sit up there and say that she's been diagnosed with something. If she has not admitted she's been diagnosed with something, I'm going to keep it like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think I've ever heard her admit that she has been diagnosed with something. But what I do know is in this situation, I said, is she scared or was this calculated? You know what I'm saying? Was she scared and realized, oh shit, damn, I remember saying that, but I gotta play this off like I didn't say that. But here's the problem, y'all. Is it really her saying this? Or was it calculated? Was it purposely done so she could sit up there and try to deny it later, thinking that's going to help her. But let's be clear. I don't think, in my opinion, again, I'm not an attorney, I'm not a lawyer, but I don't know if her saying what she said on Storm and then turn around and trying to say this and saying it was the wrong guy, retracted, it was such and such. I don't know if that's going to help her. I don't know if that's going to help her. Even with her trying to clean it up yesterday. I don't know. My gut tells me with the type of attorneys these people have and the investigators that Tony Buzbee is apparently saying is going down when it comes to these cases. You know what I'm saying? Which is why I started off with this and him talking about these investigators. I don't know if her trying to clean it up last night is really going to help her if that camp is ready to come after her legally. I don't know. Because the reality is once you put something on the internet, it's out there. It's out there. And I don't think Storm has removed it yet. And now at this point, trust and believe everybody and their mama who wanted to save that clip has it. They have it. So I don't even think her saying this yesterday is really going to do anything for her. They may put a cease and desist on her. That would be the least of her problems. They'll just do that and tell her she can't say nothing with their name in it again. Otherwise, she going to get sued. But low key, I don't even know if she care. Like, I don't know if she care. I wish I knew the legal, because here's the thing. If you do not follow the orders of a cease and desist, well, could they try to sue her? But when you think about it, if they try to sue her and if she don't have anything, like even if the court orders her to actually pay a certain amount of money, if she ain't got it, like Tasha K be saying, and we know Jaguar really ain't got it, if she doesn't pay, would they put her in prison? Like what comes with when someone sues you and they win and you can't pay them? What happens? Is there a criminal aspect involved where she would have to do time? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. Yes, Cat did. Yeah, Cat said people tell him stuff all the time. And he said that's why when he walk in the room, heads go down. It seems to me they love to tell the outcast all of the sinister stuff that goes on in the industry. And we know Jaguar Wright is an outcast in the industry. So for me, I can't say that 100% of what this woman has said and told us is wrong. We're talking about what happened between yesterday and what Storm posted in today. And girl, Jag, some of us was rooting for your ass. True. Definitely agree. That's a good question. She might be scared. She may be. She may be, but there's a way to still handle yourself. You've already done enough, in my opinion, to have people question that whole elite crew. You have already done enough to have a lot of people question it. Once she got on Piers Morgan, Jaguar Wright arrived. Even with Piers Morgan having to retract it and remove it or whatever the case may be, there was enough people who still had that clip. She has put enough stuff out there for people to speculate. Why do this? You know what I'm saying? Why do this? And I was wondering why, one, she didn't say it on Piers Morgan, and two, but remember I said yesterday, well, maybe because somebody has finally been bold enough to put something against him, that's why she said it. But then she turned around and said, I didn't say that. Who said that? Who said that? Me? I said that? I was like, yeah, girl. Yeah, you said it. What the hell? Nobody has been found guilty yet if they did lock them, but let the facts come out. Exactly. Here's the thing. When people was like, you think JC did it? I don't know. I don't know these people. And I'm not about to sit up there and be so caught up in celebrities to think that they wouldn't do certain things. We have heard too many times over how sinister not just this world is, but damn sure the industry. So I don't know and here's another thing. Let's be real here, because some people was trying to say the girl who was allegedly 13 at the time signed an NDA. And people was in uproar talking about something. Can't no minor sign an NDA? Can't no minor sign an NDA? Do y'all think if this happened, this girl walked in there and they said, let me show us your ID and then signed an NDA? Can I tell y'all a story about me? When I was 13 years old, I didn't look 13. Your girl was stacked. I could have easily, if I was that type of girl, I was afraid of my parents whooping my ass. But if I was that type of girl, I could have easily gotten to a club that was 18 and over. Easily. I was shapely at 13. No one thought I was 13. In fact, my freaking cousins, uncles, my daddy was like, y'all need to lock her up in a closet until she actually turned 18. So I say all of that to say this girl who was allegedly 13 at the time could have easily looked like she wasn't 13. She could have easily like she was legal. And it's not like when you go into these industry parties, they asking for ID. Especially at a house. It's one thing possibly a club, but apparently, allegedly, this was at a house. So people like, that she can't sign no NDA without a parent. Come on now. Come on now. We talk about a girl who was already, you know what I'm saying, clearly probably sneaking around. Her parents didn't even know where she was going. She probably knew that she didn't look her age, which is why she felt that she could possibly get into and mix into those places because she knew she didn't look like she was 13 years old, possibly. You know what I mean? Jag says she has all this evidence but can't show any of it. Is she possibly sending this evidence to these attorneys and stuff? Who knows? Because I just still can't wrap my head around this attorney willing to ruin his name to go after Jay-Z and Diddy. Hey, Yuli. You laughing at me, Millie? You should probably be laughing at me when I said, who said that? Same here. Me too. Yeah. Had hips and all. Yeah, and it was because you literally had grown men. Well, at least I did. I had grown men trying to approach me in the mall and stuff. So I know what it's like. I know what it's like. And you could easily get into a house party, whatever case may be, and someone would easily sit up there and think that you just 18 years old. You know? I remember somebody asking me, was I married to my father? That's how grown I look. Yeah. A lot of times people will sit up there and ask me and my mama, like, are y'all sisters? I'm like, no. That's my mama. And she'd be like, hell no, that's my daughter. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, but with that being said, like I said, some people was on my page like, oh, she's a liar. I will never believe anything she says again. You have every right to feel that way. I'm not about to sit up there and judge how you feel in this moment, especially with this coming out. There were people before that, though, who was saying they felt like she was a liar. So, you know, you're entitled to feel how you want to feel. You know what I mean? Like that's, you know, like, for example, hi, Ahmad. Jaguar is the biggest liar on the internet. You can feel how you want to feel in that situation. You can. But what I will say is some of the things that she has said has come to fruition. It's been put out there. She has talked about Diddy, and some of the stuff she said about Diddy has been out there. So again, could it be that she got it from another source? Yeah. But she was willing to put a name to it and a face to it to put it out there. But do I understand how this particular situation could make people say, oh, hell no? And her completely just acting like it wasn't said at all. And then when she finally did hear, I guess, the clip, she tried to say, wrong person. It wasn't Sean Carter. Retracted. How can someone retract something that you said? Like, how can you retract something that you say he can't retract something that you said. I can't retract something that you said. We was all dropping freaking mics last night and was like, what the hell did she just say? That's the only name she mentioned. And she decided to give up that name. Because Storm asked her, who did he? But she mentioned when she was telling that story, she put Sean Carter in it. I don't know if she's 100% lying about everything, you guys. I don't know. Like it would have to literally, I don't know. I really don't. Now, you may think she hasn't had firsthand knowledge, meaning she wasn't at all of these places, but I don't know. I truly feel like Jaguar has gotten people who have been honest about what they've experienced, and she has taken that with stuff that she's gotten off of the internet. But I think she does have people who have said stuff to her, and their whole thing is if she puts it out there, she puts it out there. If they feel like she's crazy and, just chalk it up to they don't care what she says, then it clears them. Like they don't have to worry about it because they're not the one who said it. She said it. You know what I'm saying? So, well, then if that's the case, Ahmad, then we all liars. Can you agree to that? If that's the case, we're all liars. Everybody on this chat and everybody on the internet, everybody in this world has had to lie at least one time in their life. If you lied to your parents, that makes you a liar then. If you lie, you know what I'm saying, about, what you did on the job that a couple of times, that makes you a liar. Everybody lies to a certain extent. Now, to me, lying on someone's name that can definitely get them into some shit, I can't rock with that. And I don't care if I like you or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care. I don't care if I like you or not. I don't believe in you throwing somebody under the bus and potentially lying on them, and you can cause them to literally get into a lot of trouble and a lot of shit. I don't believe in that. I believe when you do stuff like that, you're setting up your own karma. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're setting up your own karma. Lying most of the time makes her a liar. Lying sometimes will also make you a liar too. We don't all lie on people publicly every day. Okay, but again, I just said that though, Ahmad. I just said I don't believe in lying on people where it could literally destroy their livelihood, their lives. I don't believe in that. I don't. But here's another thing to take into consideration that someone kind of put out there, and it made me wonder. Jay-Z is saying that this attorney has pretty much been having certain tactics to bully him, to, try to extort him and things like that, to, try to pretty much destroy him, all of those things. And someone brought up a valid point. And I said, we got to think about this. Some of the things that he's accusing this attorney of, haven't people in the industry, certain people in the industry, accused Jay-Z about doing some of the same things? Haven't we heard those rumors? And again, they're rumors or people who have said it, that, Jay-Z has destroyed their careers. He has bullied them behind the scenes. Haven't we heard these things? Those things have been put out there that allegedly he's done those things. So, I mean, we talked about it. Dame Dash has had his issues with Jay-Z. DMX had his issues with Jay-Z. A lot of people have had their issues with Jay-Z have talked about business practices or how he moves, or, how, they allegedly claimed their careers and stuff were destroyed. So I say all of that to say this may be the reason why a lot of people want to take down, because pretty much they feel like a lot of stuff he claiming this attorney has done, they probably like, well, Ninja, these are the damn rumors that's been about you. And some people will probably say, well, this is what, you did to me. Like, these people have been talking about Jay-Z for a while about how he moves. But again, allegedly, Hov moving like he guilty. Jackie lies on celebrities. Jackie, you talking about Jaguar? Ahmad? Content creators, regular people, her family on a daily basis. Jay-Z got a lot of black artists and people blackballed, especially when he was president of Def Jam. Exactly my point. Didn't we hear about that type of stuff? We did. No, Jay-Z said if you a victim, place a criminal charge, not a civil suit. But they can't, Gravy. The statute of limitations are over with. And I have been looking at attorneys who have been talking about this, and they said that's why they said his statement that he put out there was some BS on so many levels. And they said an attorney should have handled it because he would know exactly why no criminal charge can be filed against him. And it has to be a civil suit because the statute of limitations are done. She can't file a criminal suit even if she wanted to. Hey, Shayla. Hey. I'm still getting used to your name, child. Stop her through. Where are the receipts to all these allegations? Ain't gonna be no receipts, honey. There ain't gonna be no receipts, unfortunately. But the attorney is breaking the law. What Jay-Z did was shady. There's a difference. How's he breaking the law? He talking about extortion? You talking about the extortion, Gravy? Let me know if that's what you're talking about. Bad business practices don't equal SA, especially a minor. It doesn't. But what I was trying to say, Ahmad, is what he is accusing Tony, the attorney, of bad business, bad practice, how he's moving, extortion and stuff like that. I'm saying that there have been people who have tried to accuse Jay-Z of those type of bad business practices and bullying and everything else. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying they equal that. I'm saying that what he accused that attorney of, there have been people throughout years in the industry who have said these things about Jay-Z and Diddy, that whole elite crew. That was the worst accusation Jay-Z could receive. Yeah. But it don't seem like it's moving the needle because, like I told you, I don't think this is it for him. People think it's over. It's over. And I'm like, no, I don't think it's over. I think that he's going to survive this. And to me, it's already proven his point with the NFL's continuing that deal. Now, if the NFL drop him, then maybe it's like, oh, okay. But the NFL saying that they going to, I guess, apparently continue and let the investigation take its course. You got people for much less that would have got dropped. Yeah, one of his clients contacted Jay-Z attorney saying the lawyer told him to lie on Jay-Z for payday. But here's the thing. Look at what he wrote. This is what I'm saying. The block is hot and they both going back and forth. Investigators, in quotes or whatever, from New York have contacted many of our law firm's current and former clients. These investigators aren't very smart. What they didn't anticipate was one of the clients decided to record the conversation is shocking and illegal. Here are portions taken directly from the transcript. And as you can see, at the end of the day, this is what he's saying is said in the transcript. So again, Jay-Z saying one thing about Tony Buzbee. Tony Buzbee is saying another thing about Jay-Z and Diddy. So this is what I'm saying. The block is hot. They both going at each other. Now, the reality is, what proof do you have? And that's what everybody want to know. What proof do you have? Because let me tell you something. I'm not a fan of the Jay-Z. You know what's so interesting? The top three, I have never been like crazy fans over. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Diddy. I was always a Nas girl, a Khalees girl, which is interesting. But as much as I don't rock with them, this type of allegation, like, I don't put that on my worst enemy. I just don't. I don't put that on my worst enemy. Hey Kiko, and if he finally caught alive on, it would have worse for Jay if he settled with the alleged victim. I think he learned that from Diddy. But at the same time, Ahmad, if all of a sudden this disappears and it's almost as if it just gets swept under the rug, what would you think about that? Because I have a feeling this is going to eventually disappear. I don't know. It's my gut. And again, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And we'll come back on the live and I'll say I'll stand corrected. But I feel like this is not going to be the end of Jay-Z. I feel like this is about to disappear. Now, how it's about to disappear, I don't know, but I feel like it's going to disappear. If another suit drops, he in trouble. There's no way they can cover him. Well, some of these bloggers are claiming there's multiple victims. There's a lot, but here's the problem. There are a lot of people who will sometimes put that type of stuff out there just for the clicks and views alone. I would need to really do some digging to verify that, or get an attorney friend to dig and let me know if that's what they're seeing too. But as far as I see it, I'm only going to talk about this one person who has stepped forward and said what Jay-Z allegedly did. But apparently there are a couple of there's a couple of bloggers saying there's multiple. Yeah, the block is hot for real. Oh, thank you, Gravy. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Jay-Z is innocent. His hands are clean. And see, I think that's why people are saying he's guilty of something. May not be guilty of this, but he's guilty of something. But when you are guilty, or you're constantly hearing that someone is being dirty or doing people dirty, you have a lot of people who are just ready for the empire to crumble just off of that alone. But when we talking about minors here, Jay-Z isn't going down. He isn't who they want right now. Child. He said, for real. Hey, if it came out Jay-Z paid, he would look guilty. Well, to me, his freaking Rock Nation letter that he posted on the Rock Nation IG, I said, what is this? Like, this would be definitely the time that you want your attorney to say something. Because to me, and he was even belittling the attorney, like, and talking about he's in a cheap suit and all of this stuff. And I was like, ooh, this is probably... This doesn't look good. Like, this looks like, it did kind of even look emotional. Now, here's the problem. If this Tony Buzbee has some type of proof of some sort, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. He paid them off if it disappears. If they can't prove it, it will disappear. So do you think, Ahmad, real talk, do you think that a Tony Buzbee, who has literally had apparently a reputation, he's been an attorney and had this firm for years, and he has definitely been attached to some solid cases from my understanding, and he's a military man. He, well, military man don't necessarily mean, but he definitely went to law school. He has his practice. Do you really think he would do this and he has nothing? Don't you think this will ruin his livelihood and probably everybody attached to him? He might try to drop his whack ass music to cover this. Jay-Z is going down because R. Kelly is in jail. P. Diddy, so he is next. His sins have found him out. Kiko has spoken. It's a big accusation, but I think the powers that shouldn't be are at war. Okay, Big Book. Okay. Get them all. Oprah, damn, Kiko is going in. Get them all. Oprah, Jay-Z, Obama, Michael, or you mean Michelle? All of them hinge the nerves to mess with minors need to go to jail. Well, we don't. That is, I don't know what you're trying to imply with all of that, but there's only one person that's attached to right now a case that has to deal with a minor. So them other names, no. Absolutely not. Until we have something that is definitely not attached to them. Right now, the only person who's attached to a minor situation is Jay-Z for an alleged allegation that happened in 2000. Jag said she didn't want Buzbee help. She didn't. And see, that's the thing. I even said at this point, didn't I say yesterday, at this point, she has probably had attorneys who have reached out to her who's willing to be pro bono to protect her and stuff like that. Why isn't she willing to take their help? Why? Especially him at this point, he got multiple cases when it comes to this. If Jay-Z proves they lied, it will be hard to get anything else to ever stick. That's the sad part. Maybe not. But I feel like it depends on what it is and if the person has proof. So I wouldn't necessarily know, because let's be clear. R. Kelly had a tape that was out, and he was still able to sit up there and continue on and have albums and perform at award shows. But now he's still in prison. So eventually, if it comes out, I think eventually things will start to stick, because it didn't stick on R. Kelly at a certain point. It didn't stick on him. At least didn't stick on him to the point where he didn't go to jail that first time, and there was a freaking tape that was all around the hood. I don't know what to think, but any accusation is going to need proof, especially with so many different stories out there. Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to wait and see, Ahmad. We'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. And where is Kanye? Minding his business. And that's another one who sat up there and was quick to put stuff out there. And they chalked him up as being crazy too. You know, everybody crazy when they willing to sit up there and say certain things. And Cat Williams, for a very long time, they was trying to label him as crazy too. But for whatever reason, the way that Club Shay Shay stuff was executed, it definitely validated him, because he's been saying that type of stuff for years. He's been saying how the industry has gatekeepers and is fake and phony and all of that stuff. But that Club Shay Shay truly just helped him go to another level. Not just Shannon, but it made him go to another level where they was like, Cat Williams, like, that's that dude. And he's still making millions, you know? Kanye has allegation on him too with a female assistant. Yeah, where is Kanye? He probably out the damn country. He is probably out the country and probably ain't never coming back. But with that being said, you guys, yeah, Jag, I don't know what to tell you, baby. What I do know is that Darlene, I'm going to assume that you're going to have a lot of people who are going to turn against you after this situation. Not as if she really cares, because I don't think she really gives a damn. But this situation, and I just really hope her and Storm don't start getting into it. Because honestly, she may think that people, like, I feel like if she falls out with Storm, because from my understanding, allegedly she has fallen out with other YouTubers also. So if she falls out with Storm, this just becomes a domino effect where people will start to really look at, you know, her and be like, okay, what the hell is going on here? But I just don't want, if she truly has real legitimate victims, like she says, that she is trying to protect, and she really knows the information that she has, I don't want them to end up being affected in a negative way because of this situation. Because this situation had everybody saying, girl, what the F is going on here? Like, we know we heard you, and then you trying to tell us we didn't hear what the hell we heard? Are you serious? And it makes me wonder now why she was so busy focused on Star. Half of the freaking urban bloggers right now have talked about what Storm posted. So now what you gonna say about it? All of these bloggers are now talking about it. You know what I'm saying? All of these bloggers are talking about it. So you're going to say that everybody needs to retract it and everybody is just trying to make money off of you? No. I appreciate that you're trying to bring awareness to actual victims and the P's and stuff like that. But just keep it clean. Keep it clean. You know what I mean? And now a lot of times it only takes one situation like this to destroy what people had going, or what they were, if they were finally bold enough to come out and things like that. I just hope that they really don't look at the situation and try to hide again, or they're not willing to come out. Because I do feel that certain people have probably been bold to come out because of Jaguar Wright kind of just being out there, putting stuff out there. I feel like some people would have been willing to come out because of the things that Jag said. She knows Star platform is far reaching. True. Star's platform, I think he got about 200, 300,000 subscribers. So yeah. And Star definitely was famous in the radio scene in New York City too. So Star definitely does have reach. People know who Star is. And she doesn't like Star because of course Star cussed her ass out. I like Jag, but when she supported the young lady who claimed that she was the love child of R. Kelly and Aaliyah, I was done. Jag be doing too much. She supported the young lady. I don't think I remember that. She was trying to say that that was actually R. Kelly and Aaliyah's child. That's what she was trying to say. Child, I don't even remember that. That's the thing. There's so many stories out there about Jag. We can go all year and talk about it. But I will say this on record. This situation, it does give a side eye, but I don't feel like everything that's come out of her mouth is a lie. I just don't. I just don't. She fell out with her too. Child. All right. Yes, Jag has done so much. She been around for years though. She's been around for years. And I mean, she got her own platform, but you know, the crazy thing about it is she constantly was having a platform on YouTube, but they kept deleting her channel. This is probably the longest lasting channel she has, and she has over 30,000 subscribers. So, I mean, I don't know if she's monetized though. I'm going to assume she's monetized with 30 something thousand. But then again, maybe, you know, you can get demonetized too if you ain't careful. But yeah, so with that being said, you guys, I'm been coming back to back on lives, child. I'm like, can I get a break before we start doing reviews? I still haven't done the Married Medicine review and the other reviews that I do, but maybe we can kind of have a break for the next couple of days. Cause I'm like, what the hell else is about to come out where I may need to do another live? I hope you guys are enjoying these lives and the conversations that I'm having with you guys. You know, we get some trolls here and there. You know, I understand we get trolls here and there, but you know, we as long as they're respectful, I don't give a shit. Is when they start going crazy, and especially when they start coming after y'all, they gotta go. So sorry, but you gotta go. You want to sit up there and debate people instead of debating the topic. And we do talk about victims and P's over here. I have constantly said P's need to be taken down and victims need to be heard. So that's what it is. Jag has lost. She has. She has. Thank you. She bought that girl on her platform to talk about the stupid ish. Other than that, I believe Jag has some stories that are closed off inside. I'm sure she does. I'm sure she does. But with that, based off of what she did from that live, that I guess the video that Storm did to the live yesterday, people gonna be looking at her funny. People are gonna be looking at her funny. And I don't want her to be trying to play victim in that situation because you said what you said. Oh, from Louisiana. What part of Louisiana, big bookworm? What part of Louisiana? I need to take a trip to Louisiana. I miss Louisiana food. Baby, I need some good oysters. I need some smothered everything. Louisiana is that place to get some good food. You can never go wrong with food in Louisiana. But yeah, you guys, we'll see what unfolds. We can continue the conversation, of course, but we will see what unfolds. I do believe though Jag has been a victim. I will say that. Jag has been a victim. I truly believe she's been a victim. Who she's been a victim of, or maybe multiple people she's been a victim of, I don't know, but she's definitely been a victim. Jag said, "Oh, wait, you gotta asterisk that stuff, Ray. You gotta asterisk that stuff. Like the SA, put SA. Don't put the whole thing because that can get flagged." Jag said Jay-Z SA her on live video and then turned around and said nothing happened. She never provided any evidence of her claim. Now, but here's the thing though, Ray. You're not gonna find many people who have proof of an SA. Let's just be real here. If we really look at people who have been SA'd, yeah, you're not going to really have proof. You're not going to have people who going to find a way to save so-called evidence. So, you know what I'm saying? And I'm just talking about in general. I'm not even talking about Jaguar and Jay-Z. How many people really have proof unless when it happens, they are able and willing, not just able, but willing to go to the hospital to get a kit and all of that stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times there's no proof. A lot of times there's no proof. But, you know, I'm just talking about that. That's in general. Ooh, Nola. Oh, ooh, I want a po' boy. I want a po' boy. I go all facts. I hear what you're saying. In New Orleans, exactly. She definitely went through something. It's cool here. Cool here. I ate gumbo yesterday. Ugh, I need a po' boy. Sure you will. I work in law enforcement. There's plenty ways to prove it. Okay. Right, because we knew we she saved the damn outfit. Like what the hell? You know what I'm saying? But that was a willing participant situation, was it not? There's ways to prove it without the person wanting to come forward. Like I think what I'm talking about is the trauma that people go through. The trauma that people go through, the trauma where they don't want to talk about it, they're mad, they're embarrassed, they're ashamed, they have all of those emotions. They never forget it. They learn to live with it, but they never forget it. I that's why so many don't come forward for various reasons. So I don't know what you mean by there's ways to prove it. How is there ways to prove it? For example, and I'm asking you a genuine question. How is there ways to prove it if you were SA'd and it happened 7-10 years ago and you're just now coming out about it, feeling comfortable about it to talk about it? How do you prove it? Because you went to a party and this happened or whatever. How can you prove that? I guess those are the type of stories that I'm talking about. So I don't know. Like I don't know how you can really prove it. But again, maybe you understand something in law enforcement. I don't. But you guys, with that being said, I'm gonna go. Definitely, Ray, if you want, continue that conversation in the comment section below. Just make sure that you asterisk certain words. Otherwise, I got to remove it because you can't be saying like SA fully out. So just make sure you asterisk that. I would love to be curious to see what you say about that. But with that being said, you guys, I appreciate you guys for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you on my next video. Toodles.